You're going to start in a seated position with your legs out in front of you. I'd like you to stack your legs, so bend your right knee as if you're crossing your legs, but you've got your right knee directly underneath your left foot and your left foot directly over your right knee, stacking them up. You're going to release that there, put your hands either side and just ask your core, come onto your elbows here and lift your legs up. Then just put them down and you're going to lie down. Stretch all the way up there, just have a wee look down towards your body and then bring your right leg in up towards your armpit, up towards that armpit, all the way up. Keeping your head held high and then switch it out, bringing your left leg and trying to straighten the other one away. Bring them both up this time and cuddle your knees in towards your tummy. Give yourself a great big hug, pushing your lower back. Now straighten your left leg and straighten your right leg. Straighten your left leg above and you're just going to rotate over with your shoulders on the floor as much as possible. I sometimes like to take my hands just onto my hip just to release a little bit more tension there. A nice stretch for the spine. Lifting back up. Taking it all the way, taking that leg all the way over to the left hand side this time, keeping the right leg nice and engaged, allowing your hand to come down just to push that hip so that it's not coming off the mat at all. And try and take your toe with your left hand. You're going to switch it out now. Taking your right leg and bringing it over across your body. Again, taking your hands to the side, to the back, just to push a little bit further. Sometimes getting a little click in that lower back, it's just a nice release. And lying here, allowing to sink and just a little bit more movement. Remembering to breathe and bringing that leg all the way up. Bring the other leg up to meet it and straightening off, cuddling your knees in once more. Just put your knees down, your feet down, heels touching your hands just as near your bottom as you can, and lift those hips to the ceiling. Clasp your hands underneath and walk your shoulders together, straightening your arms, lifting those hips, remembering to breathe and keep a nice straight neck, not looking either side. Particularly with this pose and shoulder stands, you don't want to be looking left or right just to protect your neck. Just allow yourself to come down onto your hands. If you've not got your hands straight underneath here, you might want to use your blocks again, or you could take your hands away or above your head and bringing them back down. If you'd like to push yourself up into bridge pose, that's perfect. You can put your hands either side of your head and just come onto the top of your head, or push back up. And if this is not for you today, then stay with your hands underneath your lower back, just coming down nice and safely. Safely, just vertebrae by vertebrae, nice and gentle, remembering to breathe and bringing your knees back in towards your tummy to curve that spine again, pushing into the mat. Push your legs up, push them all the way up to shoulder stand, and if this is not for you, then come back so that you've got your block underneath your back, just pushing your hips to the sky. It's still an inversion, you're still getting the benefits. The digestive system loves a little bit of an inversion. And then you can take your hands, put them above your head, let your feet just hang back there, just pushing into plough with your feet in your hands, and play with this a little bit. Play with putting one leg up, the other leg up. I like to sometimes just rock down with my hands, just put my toes in my hands and just play with the weight. Play with the weight there. We're going to come down, so taking your hands either side on the mat there, you're going to just try and keep that core so that eventually your tailbone comes down vertebrae by vertebrae. If you suffer from a lower back here, then bend your legs, put one down then the other, and if not, then take them all the way down, nice and straight legs. Eventually coming to the floor and just bring those toes a little bit active again. And put your hands underneath your bottom. You're going to come up to fish, pushing your elbows into the mat, lifting a little bit so that you can put the top of your head onto the mat. And if you would like to take the step, then you can take your hands up, play with taking your legs up. Remembering to listen to your body. We're all different, not comparing ourselves. Listening to what we have here, moving your baubles out the way or any restrictions on the back of your head, and you're going to settle into Shavasana. You might just want to press pause and hang out here for a little while.